Hello friends, welcome to Heidelberg for another special edition of the Bricky Vlog, where today we're going to be exploring castles and then working our way over to more of those sweet, sweet German Christmas markets. I'm Bricky. We got a lot to get into today. Everybody else is wearing headsets and doing a group tour. I'm an independent learner. I said no to the headset because I just want to wander around, talk to you, and just share what I'm seeing. So let's get started with some good old-fashioned castle talk. And let me start off by saying the scale of this thing is unbelievable, ginormous. So straight ahead we can see that some of the castle is just leftover facade. Because I think, like a couple of wars or something happened here. But hopefully we're going to get a lot closer to that to see even more of the details. But the one thing I know I will not be able to fully break down today is just the scale. This isn't necessarily a castle that goes vertically high, even though it does in some spots, but its landmass, its width, its depth is insane. Like, it just kind of keeps going and going. And we were fortunate enough, German dog bark, we were fortunate enough when we came down the hillside, we originally got to see it from above. Now I couldn't film because I didn't have my camera out and I was sitting on the wrong side of the bus. We got a little peek of the overall volume of this thing. And let's just say, she's a big gal. I'm really enjoying the clock here on this top spire where it looks like it's two suns with a body of water, or is that a moon on the bottom? Oh yeah, first glimpse of sculptures, aka castle dudes. Love me some castle dudes. Wow, look at that. Because of the destruction, it's like you get a tearaway into the construction. And you can see the various different levels, and look how thick the floors were. And then they use that archway for support, where the keystone, the center bricks, add pressure to all the other bricks or stones, therefore creating a pressure ring that back in the day would be industrial enough to hold the weight above it. This is crazy. You also have to keep in mind, due to how long it took to build these things and how they did construction way, way, way back in the way back days, this was all built in sections. Like, you couldn't just do it all in one shot. So I love how modular all the construction is and all the different materials and how it kind of changes piece by piece. Because literally the space between two pieces could be years or decades. There's those castle dudes in that main tower, fully unobstructed. Look how deep down the base of this castle goes. Wow. This area down here in the 17th century was converted over to a zoo, and everything was going fine until they decided to add lions to their zoo, and then lions do what lions do and ate all the other animals, and so long was the zoo. This is the bridge where you would have to enter over to the castle, and from what I hear, many battles have happened on this bridge. Whoa. Oh my God, look at that.
Hey, this just went from school field trip to Christmas magic.
Here's the tower that we just passed through, and then the grand reveal on the other side of the keyhole. This feels like a small city inside of here. Look at this Christmas magic that Beth was so excited about. Right in front of the castle. Then the tower kind of accordions over to this structure on the far left. But man, oh man, I'm assuming this is the actual palace where they lived. It is unreal. Look at all the different sculptures and facade work. There's heads, there's full-size men, there's animals, there's shields, there's typography. My God. Gold dragon coming off the very centerpiece there. There's another one down on the far end, and one right above me. I love the symmetry of this type of design. Here it is down on the ground level, and we can just go right up. Just everywhere you look, there's a sculpture. And particularly like these heads, where their neck is fully sticking out. And they have sort of a dead man stare on them. But then look at the mask that's between the two men. That is, that's pretty creepy. There's like a little fox guy up here. So inside of the castle, people would not only live here, but they'd also have their shops and different services that they did for their little mini society that called this home. But look at this facade. It's all blown out. There's a little bit of more of a traditional building here, kind of flanked between the two ungodly sculpture ones. I can't even wrap my brain around how they built this with the materials that were available at the time. This entire courtyard is so massive, sometimes completely elaborate, sometimes common. Just the overall scale with no cranes, no bulldozers, no excavators, men and hammers and chisels and sticks. Oh my. So sometimes in your life, you see things and they're so big and so magnificent that every time you turn your head, you catch a new detail that you didn't see the last time. This, I would say, is a master work of art. Forgetting that it's a building, just looking at it aesthetically, it is a fantastical master work of art because literally every time you think you've seen it all, a new detail arises and catches your attention. And the storytelling here, unreal. And this entire facade was created out of one man's ego to tell his lineage and tell his story. Powerful dudes are crazy. Now we're walking through the main building, which I'm assuming is going to have an epic view. Yep. Yeah. This is some serious riverfront property. And this is the other side in case you were wondering if it was just as fancy. Not quite as fancy, but still pretty nice. So this is an absolutely unbelievable view. And just one little house right on top of the other, as far as the eye could see. It's hard to believe it's even real because it looks like an illustration. This is just too much for my little brain to understand. Just look at this. As far as the eye can see. And then check out that church in the middle. This is just blowing my mind, the way that all these little homes and roofs all tuck around each other. Beth is in there right now getting shots.
So beautiful.
And tell me this isn't the most beautiful place to have a nice Christmas dinner. What a beautiful place to sit and have lunch. All right, we just had a delicious lunch where we had sausage, sauerkraut, potatoes, of course, as well as apple pie and ice cream. But now it is time to move on and hit the Christmas markets. And I am not going to complain about that. This was fantastic, had some good castle times, but now I'm ready to get back to the Christmas times. And we are off to our first Christmas market. Let's see what we can find. I feel like this is a middle-sized city. Yesterday we were in that small Christmas village. The day before we were in Cologne, which was much larger. I guess this is a famous college town here. So I'm excited to see what the mid-sized Christmas market looks like. The crew is excited to go solo and to get into some Christmas market exploration. And it looks like we are right on Market 1 after just maybe a 5-minute walk. And there are a lot of people down here. And there's the castle that we were just at. And I'm pretty sure when I was up there, I remember looking down and seeing these little red and white stripe rooftops thinking, that's probably a Christmas market. I mean, come on, Christmas market with a castle towering over the top of it. This is crazy. Oh my God, that looks delicious. And another big wheel of meat. Santa towering over the top of everybody with Frostfest. Got a skating rink over here for the kids with the beautiful buildings all around it. We're only here till 5 o'clock. Hopefully we'll get to see some of these with the sun down. Some sort of statue here in the middle of this courtyard, which is interesting because it's definitely covered all in Christmas tree branches. Would love to know what the origin story of this is, but so far on this trip I've been lucky where people just comment below and explain so many of the things that I don't understand. So it's like I get to experience everything twice. So thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Look at all this delicious food that they have on the grill here. What an assortment. And you know one tastes better than the other. Are those giant pork chops? Oh, let's go. Oh, look at that, how they're hiring it and lowering it to adjust the heat. Throwing in those onions. Ooh. All right, Beth has another Christmas mug to the collection. What do we got this time?
This is my favorite one. Hold on, I gotta pull the microphone down to show you the best detail of this mug. Ready? Heart handle.
Oh,
It's a heart handle.
that's great. And what's in there?
Blue vine.
Hey, that map is some serious Game of Thrones stuff.
Definitely Game of
Right?
Thrones.
This
Like
is
the very beginning.
This is the map where you plot
How to kill somebody.
you plot what you're going to do to everybody.
You know where to start. You know where to end. You know all your escape routes.
I also like that you're standing there by yourself and you looked at the map and there's like 100 people around.
I know.
Those were pork chops. You think it was steak?
I think that was steak. I think it could have been venison.
Well, you think they're just selling steak on a stick?
I
Or?
was putting venison on a stick, I think.
So venison, would they put it on a roll or just?
They could put it on a roll. Yeah.
I mean, they can put anything on a roll.
Anything
They're
on a
Germans,
roll.
you can't stop them.
They were putting a lot of butter on it.
What's on the menu today? What are you trying to get, Big Mike?
Definitely want to try another bratwurst or another beef sausage from somewhere.
Yeah.
And definitely want to have, I don't know what it's called, but like sourdough.
I gotta get a street pretzel.
Street pretzel.
That's on my list. I haven't just done a grab and go pretzel raw dog it from a stranger.
I'm really looking forward to Zermatt to get a real hot chocolate.
My man crushes hot chocolates. That is not a joke. And check out this little location. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. I think this is another market I think we're coming up on here. Another little tiny one. I'm liking these little markets. But for a countdown, do these count as one or individuals?
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of one. Yeah. But they're not very different.
Okay.
Kind of like in a square.
Okay. Look at the courtyard that this Christmas market is sitting in. And here comes the wind. Look at this photo that's getting taken. That's a Christmas card. And check it out. The castle is just looming over the top of everywhere we're at down here in the bottom of the town. Wow, that is beautiful. All these Christmas trees are just beautifully lined up with these street lights, which are just beautiful with that backdrop. Oh man, this feels like a Christmas movie. Oh God, here come the tears. Oh man, it's just so beautiful. I really have a thing for light fixtures. These are the first ones that have ever made me cry. Oh, my heart is full of friends. Christmas magic, right? You just never know when it's going to hit you, how it's going to get you. And something about this little row right here, just the culmination of the day's events, just got me feeling that Christmas magic in my heart. And you know what happens? When you get too much magic in your heart, it'll often leak out of your eyes. And that guy's barefoot. All right, the lighting is absolutely perfect right now in Magic Hour, which is making all of this look even better. Oh, it's a Christmas card. We're living in a Christmas card. Hey, turn these on, jerk off. And Beth and Andrea are determined to get some Christmas ornaments here.
2080 is the amount.
Look at this advent calendar. Oh, let's flip the letters, but check this out. Look up that hill. My God, Germany is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here's that huge church, almost a Christmas tree. Here's the huge church that we saw up from the castle. These two beautiful red Christmas trees here, and then check out dude spinning around in front of the mega church. Spin faster, bro. There he is. Ah! He's got the same drink Beth has. This is the best magic hour I've caught since I've been in Europe. Look at this. We are certifiably in a Christmas tree. Christmas card, Christmas spirit, Christmas everything. Is this like a giant trunk or a chest? Or a keg? Like, what is my man spinning across the top of here? All right, Beth is saying it's a pirate ship. Cousin Andrea is with me that it's...
Not pirating. Yeah, I think it's a wine barrel.
a wine barrel.
That's what they're known for.
All right.
Too, in Heidelberg is that
Check it out.
wine barrel. The world's largest wine barrel. Oh yeah, they did say that.
Cousin Andrea is smart enough not to be on camera. We got a merry-go-round next to a little castle facade, which is a Christmas drinking hole in front of Super Church. And little cute Christmas trees with beautiful facades for days. This little area we're in. I told the gang, this might be my new number one. This little bar is so cute. I mean, look at their mugs. Those are awesome. Guys, look who it is. Celebrity spotting. Oh man, he's already over here. This display is so cool. That courtyard is one of the most Christmassy things I have ever seen. And yet, we move on. Look at these lights that are coming off the front of this candy shop. And it is starting to rain here, so I got to put up the good camera and hop over to iPhone. The beauty doesn't stop, but man, and the wind's coming. You can tell by the Christmas tree that's blowing over there. What? I think a real storm's coming. Unreal while it lasted. By the way, I'm counting down all my favorite Christmas markets, and I think this one might actually be going up to the very, very top of my list because it just hit. It just completely hit. I'm loving it. I'm hoping that the rain doesn't last too long because it's 2:45 and we have, Mike, how long do we have till?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Gotta be back at the bus.
So we still have 2 hours?
15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes. I thought you were saying 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes. So let's hope that this rain goes. Let's go. These are very basic, but I'm digging them.
Bacon Santa? Sure is.
Oh yeah, Santa.
Oh, heck yeah.
You're freaky.
Wait, this is beautiful. Maybe he is Heidelberg.
He's Heidelberg.
Like,
He's in the window.
he's the legend of Heidelberg.
Got a whole display of them.
He's just like barrel guy.
Alright, I've put a 15-minute timer on my watch, and in 15 minutes it's still not raining. Bringing out the good camera again. Yo, these are like cookie baseballs? What in the hell am I looking at? Wind is still blowing, but the rain has stopped. Back to the Sony, capturing some of that magical B-roll. Let's rip through our next Christmas market. Oh, this is nice. The whole thing, or just the one star?
I love the wind literally started to pick up as we put our cameras on again.
I know. Got another courtyard here that is just knocked out in Christmas magic. And then it looks like down the far end we have Sausage Santa. Just everywhere you look, there's Christmas magic with the perfect backdrop of German magic. Sausage Santa. This little Christmas tree blowing in the wind is adorable. And there's one of these offset by this beautiful church over here. This looks so good. Kind of a Nicolas Cage looking Santa Claus here. Don't worry, another carousel. And we've got, yet again, another classic carousel. This one, looking for real vintage. Right, Jenny? And another pretty elaborate build out. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this blacked out Santa Claus. That's cool shit. That is so awesome looking. I have found my spirit Santa, adorned totally in black. My man. Somehow this magic hour is not stopping. Not mad about it. Took a little quick break. We're back at it. Streets are just full of Christmas shoppers. And it's feeling pretty magical. I don't know if it's the Christmas magic, the jet lag, or the constant going, but I am running out of energy. So I'm sitting in a Starbucks waiting for my Americano hacked where I add cream to it, because brewed coffee is just not a thing here. But man, does Euro Starbucks have some of the most delicious looking baked goods. Probably a good thing they don't have them in the States, because I'd weigh like 100 more pounds. Just look out the window. I am assing out in a Christmas wonderland. All right, the Christmas lights have come on, which is added to a special little extra level of magic. What do you think?
I love it here. I live here now. It's perfect. It's great. It's quaint. I really wish we had more time here. That's my complaint. But it's awesome. Good vibes.
All right, we are desperately running out of time, and we don't want to say goodbye. Yeah, this Christmas market is so awesome. And what makes it so great is even the neighbors have just the festivities. Just kind of slightly overwhelmed, if I'm being honest. It's like Christmas on the run, trying to squeeze out every little last bit of Christmas magic before we got to say goodbye. I just had to come back to this area over here with the beautiful little lights. There's just this area in here that just felt so absolutely Christmas magical. I love it. Friends, my heart is absolutely full. And there's where our day began. So fun that we got to spend the rest of the day down here. Just an absolute magical Christmas day. I know for certain this is a place that Beth and I will want to come back to at some time. It was so great. Seriously questioning, will anything else top today? I think this is where we say goodbye today. I don't even know where to go from here. Normally have it all planned out, but I'm just living in this Christmas moment. Gotta go run over, get on the bus, but don't worry, tomorrow we hit the Christmas markets of France. So the good times still keep going for days and days and days. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and going on this journey. We'll see you again tomorrow.